All right, feel free.
This is an outstanding defensive effort tonight out of y'all. You ended up holding them to under 30%. Just kind of comment on the intensity of that.
I was really pleased. It's something that we had talked about going into this ball game, especially with Boston College coming off with such a good offensive outing at North Carolina, to put 80 on the board against them, and that's a Carolina team that the game before just beat NC State at home by 14. So we knew that they had the ability to score, but we also knew we had to do a good job of making sure we located the three-point shooters. And I thought we did a really good job of that. The other thing was we knew the post. She's a heck of a ball player. So we had to double at times and try to make it as difficult for her as we could, and I thought we did a really good job of that.
Asia,
she didn't play today. She was served in a one-game suspension for a violation of a team rule. Nothing more, nothing less. She'll be back. We're off tomorrow for our day off. She'll be back at practice, and she'll be back starting on Sunday, a week from today.
Any special instructions for the kids, given that both guards are out?
No, it's your opportunity to step up. That's really what comes about, and that's one thing that we've tried to stress to all of them. It's like you got to make sure you're ready to go when your time's called. Because if you're not, then when the kids come back, you can't expect to get opportunities again. So I thought at times a few of them did some really good things, but we're just we're just not mentally as sharp as we need to be right now, especially our young ones, because they just don't know. It's like, when you get that chance, you have to go out there and say, hey, I'm taking your minutes. And I'm not sure that's the mindset and the approach they have, because that's what you want to do.
How did Kylie take that opportunity? It seemed like she sees it.
Well, she's been doing a nice job. The one thing about her that I'm trying to get her to do is be a little bit more aggressive. She's got to be more aggressive at the defensive end of the floor for us. But offensively, she can score. That's the one thing she can do. She shoots the ball extremely well. And for us right now, if we can add one more score to that mix, I think it really makes us a much deeper team and a harder team to defend.
Was the decision to sit Mariah in the second half just to get some of your younger players?
No, she said her feet were hurting. So I said, perfect. I said, I understand. So we'll let you rest them.
Getting, though, obviously the production that you got, not just from Kylie, but a couple other of your freshman post players, Bianca and Sierra, how big is that, getting this team ready for the postseason?
Well, we're going to need that. I mean, we're going to need them to be able to produce for us. And it's not just scoring the basketball. It's the one thing I keep trying to tell them all. We need somebody who's going to rebound. Who's going to defend for us? And I thought tonight they did a pretty good job. Sam Furine, she played great at Virginia Tech. I mean, was a huge lift for us. And it's not that she played bad tonight. She played 14 minutes, had 6 points, 4 at the line, but had 3 turnovers. It's one of those things that we'll show her on film that, hey, you've just slow yourself down at times and let's go. Like, she gets a turnover. I put her in. It's an out-of-bounds play, and she gets a charging call. I mean, I've never seen somebody turn the ball over before you even played a second, because no time went off the clock. I mean, it's pretty impressive. I mean, I got a turnover and actually did not play a minute. Didn't physically play a second, because the ball was never thrown in bounds. The clock never started. So which was a first that I've had, I think, in my coaching career.
Got a couple weeks left. What's the focus in practice these next couple of weeks getting ready for tournament?
Well, to be sharp, we have to improve our execution at the offensive end of the floor. We've got to make sure we're taking care of the basketball. We had a 3-on-1 opportunity, a fast break there late in the game where Brianna Jones threw it up to Sierra, but the girl the one defender never guarded Brianna Jones. So when she throws it up, she just turns around. Now she's guarding Sierra, and Sierra's got to try to make some reverse layup, where it should have just been a dump for a layup or a layup for Jonesy. But that's where we'll continue to work in practice. We'll show them that on film, and then we'll just continue to drill and drill and drill. So when they get that opportunity in the game, they've seen it, and they know exactly what to do.
What's the prognosis for Jackson's? day to day?
It's day to day right now. She said she was feeling better. The MRI that came back on Thursday of last week was good. It showed that, it did not show a stress fracture in the back or anything like that, which we were concerned about. So now it's just time. That's the one thing about a back injury. I mean, you can sprain your ankle and try to fight through it, but when it's your back, it just throws everything out. So we're not going to rush anything back. If she's able to go against Carolina on Sunday, great. If not, we'll just wait, hopefully, for that Virginia game on Thursday. But our number one goal is to make sure she gets back healthy and can be 100% for postseason.
Coach, with only 3 games left, what's the mindset right now? I obviously know you guys are focused and locked in, but how badly do you want to close this thing out, right?
Well, we need to. I mean, it's one thing that we need to make sure we are dialed in and we're executing at the end. I mean, we just got to clean it up. We're not far. It's like I've said it all along. We're 22-6, and our Carolina game and Notre Dame game, they beat us. But the other 4, we had a chance to win all 4 of them, and unfortunately did not pull it out at the end. And that's all a little about execution. We're up 4 at Florida State with 4.5 to go, and couldn't come up with a defensive board. We get beat on a D board. It turns into 2 points. Maryland, we take a 2-point lead. We don't sprint back on defense. We're right there. NC State, we go up 3 in overtime and don't hedge on a ball screen like we're supposed to and give a shooter a wide open shot. So we're right there, but we have to clean things up at both the offensive and defensive end of the floor. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.